If you're doing video marketing or even paid ads and you're not exactly getting that audience that you're expecting or getting that business you thought you would get, this video is for you. Today, we're talking about scaling out one piece of content out into multiple platforms and different types of content so that you only have to do one piece of content and then scale it out. And we call it Shorts, Blog, and Pod. It's kind of a way of us helping you take your one foundational piece of content every week and scaling it out. Now, you are probably thinking, oh, I can do it myself. You absolutely can. And that's what this is all about. You can actually do this yourself. But our intention is to show you that it might be better for somebody else to do it. If you have a VA, great, let them do it. But we offer this service. So I'm not pitching, I'm just here to show you what we do to help scale out our business. So the concept here is for us to help take your content and massage it and scale it out so that you can be everywhere all the time. And everyone knows that he who markets the most gets the most opportunities, right? And if you're just shotgunning it right to YouTube, that's working for you, great. There's nothing wrong with that, right? It works for a lot of people. Sometimes you have to do some other things to find your audience. And what we do is we do a YouTube channel. We have shorts, we have TikTok, we have Instagram, we have all these different social channels, but we also email and we podcast as well. Let me show you what I do real quick. Every day, 4 times a week, I do a daily live Monday through Thursday, and it's anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes. This one ran a little bit long, but that's okay. So I have it set up so that it's all templated out, and this is for my real estate business. I run a real estate business and I sell a lot of houses, mostly because I show people the content. I let them get educated on where the processes are, where the mindset is, where the market is, and I don't call them and ask them to sell their house. I don't have to. They call me. That's the beauty of this. I also do a foundational video that goes out every Friday. So Monday through Thursday, and I talk about Bay Area reports. I live in South San Jose. So I talk about the 10 Bay Area counties. It's kind of a 500-foot view. And then I go down to San Jose highest and lows. Actually, it's Santa Clara County. And then I go down into 40 days actives or days on markets. And you just go through the basic stats for San Jose and then talk about the inventory all across the nation. Why we're seeing prices remain where they are specifically. And each day I talk about 3 other pieces of content, 3 different pieces of news, right? So this one I happened to talk about an NAR report. There was also something that I saw last night. So I talked about that on Airbnb, possibly crashing the market, what to do with that, right? So I have 3 different pieces of content that I can drop into shorts. And I don't want them to have like 4 minutes, right? I want it 30 seconds to 60 seconds, quick, down and dirty. So my editors take this, they download it, and then they chop it up. Now understand, this is low production value. There's no graphics, B-roll, there's no music. It's just me talking for 10 to 15 minutes about where the market is. When I do the foundationals, yeah, we have all that stuff in there and that's great. So then once I'm done with it, I download it. The great thing about this is I use Talk Studio Streamlabs. It used to be called Melon, and I shoot it out to YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. I can go to multiple places and I can record on this at 1080p. StreamYard was more expensive to get it to 1080p and the ability to market to other streams. I was at 720 and I can do 3 max. I mean, why not? It's just a matter of shotgunning. So right now I have one piece of content that's gone out to 4 places, right? Now I download it and I go to a place called Descript. And on this, if you just want to do basic talking head, you can absolutely do this, right? You can do it on Descript. So the negative to that is I don't think you can go back and forth to different screens like I'm doing. I can do different scenes like this, right? Looks like they're going slow, mostly because it's uploading a file while I'm recording. So my computer's being taxed. So then what I do is after that's done, I drop it into this. Now, when you go live, you have this little description that you set up. And when you go live, this is there. So you just copy and paste it and you can actually go to your YouTube channel. And then I hit share and I hit that embed code, I copy it, go back into here. And because it's HTML, you have to post it into the HTML and then you go here. Then you go back into composite view and there it is. It's there for you. So you don't have to even mess around with it. You can center it up if you want. Totally up to you how you want to do it, right? And then you can upload it to your file, to your podcast. Let's go to downloads. We'll do the same thing. And it's probably going to get really slow right now. So it's uploading. I'll come back here in a second. We'll take a look at this. So I have the links here. Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. Oh, look. Okay, now we're at the script and it's already uploaded it. The script is it takes out filler words for you. The ums, the uhs. And in this certain thing, I did 76 uhs. And it's going to fix it for me. And then another thing I do is get rid of the word gaps. So if I have stall for more than 5 seconds, it'll take that out for me. And then I go to text. And I know I say gonna a lot. I said it 7 times. So I'm going to write going to, and it'll place it for me. Okay, so that's it. So now I prepped it. It's gotten rid of most of the words. And here's the magic. I select everything. I do Command A on this. And I push Command C. And I bring it down here and bam, right there. And I use Grammarly. Wow, I have 111 spelling mistakes. So I would spend 5-10 minutes going through there and fixing all of my mistakes, right? Okay, by that time, I'm gonna go take a look at this. The podcast is almost done. Go back here. I wanna grab the title, add it here. Going to have blog podcast, and then I will take this link over here, just line it up, show you why in a second here. I do Command K to do that. You can also hit the little link button to open up in a new window, and then I do this entire thing right here, copy it and come back over here to the podcast. There it is. Boom. Done. See? Really simple. I'll schedule it now. Does not contain explicit content, although I did say shit a couple times. I don't want to ask any questions. You can actually ask polls. And again, guys, my idea is path of least resistance to find your niche, your audience, right? You have your niche, you talk about your niche. And it doesn't matter if you help seniors transition to care facilities. It doesn't matter if you help relocating people. If you're a plumber and you're helping people with P-traps, you know, the whole idea is you need to find your niche. That's where your audience is. And those people will resonate with you, right? So after this is done, you're going to have this right here. I always copy it and then put it to Facebook. It automatically does it. I already linked it up, right? So I'll go back here and hit that. And I'll show you why I do that in a minute. Podcast. Open another link. And then go back to that and always hit the story if you can. The gaps as much as possible and hit that, and then Twitter. Now Twitter sometimes adds the link, sometimes they don't, so I always try to keep that and I just post it. And then here's the next thing you need to do. Go back to it, hit that embed copy, go back to the blog. I know it's a lot of moving parts, right? But you see I made an extra space here just so that I can have a visual place where I want to put it. I go back to compose view. It's right there for me. I always give it a little bit of extra space. Now, what I did was I just scaled out my content to another 4 places, to Twitter, podcast, Facebook, and this blog. It's pretty simple, right? There's a lot of moving parts. It's a lot of work. This takes me 20-30 minutes to do it. When I have my staff do it, then I don't have to do it. It takes them 20-30 minutes. It costs me a lot less time and money for them to do it. And that's the whole thing, is you try and scale out your business, but how do you do it? Have your VA do it. And if you don't have a VA, you don't have the time to train somebody or manage somebody, give us a call. That's what we're here to do, right? So I'll go back and fix this later on. But then once I'm done with this, I also use something called HeroPost. Now, HeroPost is kind of like Hootsuite, where they aggregate and send out content for you, whatever it is. It could be a video, it could be a photo, it could be a text, it could be a link. In this point, this is yesterday's link, week, right? This is yesterday's post that went out. And the beautiful thing about Hero Posts is you can set it up to send out daily or every 60 days or anywhere in between. Put your content in, you get a thumbnail in there. But one thing you have to realize is that the more links you have in a Facebook post, the worse it's going to be. So what I do is I go to groups and then I hit Abitano, and it automatically links to all my Abitano, which is my real estate company, all the different links, Google, LinkedIn, Twitter. So I'm blasting it out and I'm blasting it out. And if you know Facebook, it's only good for a couple minutes, maybe an hour if you're lucky. And then it's so far down the pike that it's gone. So you want to repurpose, reuse, repost your content as often as you can, as long as it's relevant. So what I do here is I tell it, I want you to post it out every day for the next 3 days, and it will send it out automatically. You schedule it and it's done. As long as you have it all set up correctly, it's done. And guys, we can do that for you as part of the service. We'll add you to this service and we'll include you into the groups, and whatever it goes out to, it'll go out to. Like Twitter always tells me that I talk too much, I have too much content. It'll truncate it for you, does it automatically, right? Yeah, there you go. I know we can talk about shorts, but take whatever piece of content you do, if it's once a week, break it out into something where you can chop it down into 3 or 4 pieces. And then send it out to TikTok and Reels and Shorts. And there's nothing stopping you from doing that, right? Just make sure you post it correctly. Make sure you put the right tags. And look, when you do that, you have so many different pieces of content that comes out of one video. And it goes to multiple different platforms. So you're scaling it out so far that exponentially blows out your content. And the whole idea is to shoot it out to the universe and find the right people. You're attracting people at the same time, and you're not going to do a 100% bang up job the first time. Even we don't do it 100% the first time, because we have to find out who your audience is and what they click on and what they're interested in and all that other stuff. We're the experts to help you understand that. 2 more things. Always add a call to action. I know some people say you don't add a call to action every time, but why not? Because you don't know where they're going to be, and it's a soft sell. If you want to learn more about relocating to San Jose, click this link below and you'll get a relocation guide for San Jose, whatever it is. And then you put them into an email follow-up, workflow, or drip campaign, and boom, that's done, right? And we're also introducing CRM management. Not your CRM, our CRM. You get access to it as a client, and we can help manage that for you. It's an upsell. It does cost more, but at the end of the day, we're doing all the groundwork, all the motivational push out to talk to these leads, whether they're hot leads, warm leads, cold leads, dead leads. We have a program that's going to set up and focus on touching those people certain amounts of times so that they're still realizing that you're in the business you're in. And lastly, I do a weekly email summary to my clients, to my prospects, to my leads, to everybody. I shoot it out saying, here's the content that we did all last week, the last 5-6 days. If you're interested in looking at it, go right ahead. If not, whatever. And here's the thing, in real estate, people aren't interested in buying or selling a house, except for like every 5 to 7 years. People aren't interested in fixing a P-trap until they need that, and that's every 5 to 7 years. If you're in insurance or what have you, there's a reason for you to constantly touch people and educate them. And this is the Education Touch program that we put together. It's all about educating the masses, making sure they know what their options are, making them better consumers, and teaching them how to work better with us as professionals, because we're service professionals. Whether you're a pool maintenance, insurance, a lender, real estate, it doesn't matter. If you're in the service industry, you need to take the time today to educate your clients and your prospects and everybody else that wants to listen to it. And this is the best way to get out there all over the place. If you have questions about it, let me know. There's a link if you want to sit and talk to me about this. Happy to do that. Or you could just email customer service@videoease.com.